Welcome to all the VLSI students. In this video, we will discuss how to analyze the performance of ADC using two parameters which are signal to noise distortion ratio SNDR and ENOB, that is effective number of bits. We will also see how to reconstruct the original signal from the digital codes. So I will be using 4-bit flash ADC. So we have total 15 comparators. We are using power supply of 0.9 volt and all the comparator outputs are available at every 40 nanosecond. So the clock frequency is 25 megahertz. So what is SNDR? SNDR is signal to noise and distortion ratio. So it compares the power of desired signal with combined power of unwanted components including both noise and harmonic distortion. And effective number of bits, ENOB, is also important metric because due to practical non-idealities like noise, offset and mismatch, the actual performance may be worse than ideal case. So we will be applying a sine wave as an input to all the comparators. Now before running simulation, we need to choose the input sine wave frequency. So the input sine wave frequency is given by formula m upon n into the sampling frequency or the clock frequency. So the clock frequency is 25 megahertz and we will be choosing 128 samples. So n is 128 and m value I have chosen as 5. So the sine wave frequency is 976.512 kilohertz. This is very important for coherent sampling. So again, the formula is m upon n into sampling frequency. So here I have given different V reference voltage to the Vref of different comparators. So there are 15 comparators and their Vref is like 50 millivolt, 100 millivolt, 150 millivolt, 200 millivolt and so on. So these are the simulation setup. Now let us do the simulation. So I am doing this simulation in Cadence, and since I want 128 samples and my clock period is 40 nanosecond, so 128 multiplied by 40 nano is 5.12 micro. Hence I run the transient analysis for 5.12 microsecond. Now let us see all the outputs one by one. So this is V in. As we can see, we have the 5 repetitions of the sine wave because we choose m to be equal to 5. Now all these comparator outputs, VO15, VO14 and so on, these are actually the sampled outputs. So I have done using the sampling function. I have already made a video on this sampling function, how to use the sampling function. So you can refer to that video. So these are sampled at every 40 nanosecond because for all the comparators that I have implemented, the output is available at 40 nanosecond. So this is the VO1 output which compares the input with 50 millivolt, then VO2 compares the input with 100 millivolt and so on. So all these outputs will be available in the form of thermometer codes, not the binary codes. So they can, all of them can either be 1 or 0 and they will be in the form of thermometer codes only. So that is the important part. We are not converting them to binary code. We will be doing the processing using Python. So these are all the comparator outputs we can see. Now we just need to save all of them into a CSV file. So we will select all of them and export them as CSV file. So this is the CSV file that we will create and we will export all of them into a CSV file. So now we will be using Python for further processing. So now we will open the CSV file to see what are the contents of the CSV file. So please like and share the video and subscribe the channel for more such interesting videos on mixed signal design, ADC, DAC, etc. So let us see the contents of the CSV file. So let me open that CSV file in the Google Sheets. So this is the CSV file of my all the outputs of the comparators that I saved from Cadence. So also please suggest any content ideas that you have that you want me to make on this channel. So we can see V in X, so X denotes the time axis. So we can see these all the outputs are sampled at every 40 nanoseconds. So 4.00 E minus 0.8 denotes 40 nanosecond, and they are going up to 5.12 microsecond. So we have total 128 samples. We can see it goes up to row 130 from row 3. So there are total 128 samples for the input and the 15 comparator outputs. So we can see for all of them we have the time axis and the value at the y-axis, and their value can either be 0.8 millivolt or 0. So this is the CSV file that we have. So now we will do all the processing in Python. So for that, first we will import the CSV file in Python. I am using Google Colab. So we can see our CSV file has 13 columns for 15 comparator outputs and one input, that is the sine wave. So since all the comparator outputs were in thermometer code, so we have to convert them to a binary value. So we are choosing the threshold of 0.4, because if it was logic 1, then it was 0.8 volt, and logic 0 means 0 volt. So threshold is 0.4. So this is the code. So we have total 128 samples, and the fundamental frequency was of bin 5, because we are having 5 repetitions of the sine wave. So we can see the signal to noise distortion ratio is 25.53 dB, and effective number of bits is also calculated from SNDR only, so that is 3.95 bits. So we have made a 4-bit ADC, but ENOB is only 3.95. So that some loss is due to the noise and non-idealities like mismatch and offset. So now let us reconstruct the original signal. So this is the reconstruction of the original signal. In the pink we have the reconstructed sine wave, and in the blue we have the original sine wave. So we can see that it is not perfect, but if we increase the ADC resolution, then it will closely match the original wave, and these are the digital codes for all the inputs. So we can see all the codes are getting hit from 0 to 15. No codes are being left out. If we increase the resolution of the ADC, then it will be even more closer. Thank you. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel for more such videos on mixed signal design. Thank you.